Welcome to Sustainics. We are Sunday 7th of July and I'm in the beautiful city of Gap. And Gap is really dear to my heart because that's not where I was born. I was born in another town further south, Sisteron. But this is where I grew up as a kid from the age of 2 to the age of 18 before I went and left for my studies, right? To go to Grenoble later on, right? I'm going to adjust my can. There you go. That's going to be easier. So I'm really happy to be here. I'm close to the cathedral here. That's the beautiful cathedral of Gap, right? And most importantly, today it's market day, right? So market day in Gap, Saturday, where you've got all your veggies and fruits available, right? For your table, for your weekend recipes and entertainment, right? With your friends. I want to talk about the importance of local markets and what it means for diet and for way of life. Right? Local markets, there's plenty to say, but I would argue that the first thing to mention would be the fact that on a market like that, like the one in Gap, it's a unique opportunity to find all the diverse and fresh food your body is craving for. And I'm saying fresh. And probably when I say fresh, I want to say ripe as well. Because of course you can go to the supermarket every now and then and find your fruits and veggies, which have been packaged. Because of course supermarkets, that's what they do, right? They package everything to make sure that it's easy to transport and easy to put on shelves and easy to sell, right? And for the convenience of shoppers. But is it fresh? It might be fresh because it's been in fridges, so it's cool. Is it fresh? Not sure. Is it ripe? Probably not, because it's been going through a very long supply chain that has taken time. And very often what happens is that the fruits and veggies have been picked not completely ripe, and they just get ripe artificially, so to speak, in the process of going to the shelves, right? But on a market like that, and you see I'm in front of one of my favorite stalls here, you're going to get produces which have not been packaged or a long time in fridges or these kind of things, right? It's probably very likely that you will have a short circuit supply chain that has brought them here, right? Would that be apples, tomatoes, of course bananas would have come from some distant destination. That's to no one's surprise, and we can talk about that. But everything else in season, like aubergines, courgettes, there's a watermelon sitting there waiting to be picked. That would have been simply transported by regular means. Oh, look at these beautiful cherries as well, right? Behind me. Look at that, right? They're black. They're so ripe, and of course you wouldn't be able to achieve that through cold storage and traditional packaging. So short circuit is, of course, the main benefit of a local market like this one. The other aspect I want to highlight is the diversity. Right? The diversity you can get from a market like that. You have to remember that for a good diet, your doctor's advice would be to make sure that every day, every week, you don't have just 3 or 5 different veggies, right? Not just 3 or 5, but that you have at least 20 to 30 a week. Different veggie and fruits, different colors. A good indicator is to make sure that you eat things from different colors. Right? So, and that's what you will find here, right? You will have all the red colors or yellow of the lemons. You will have all the greens further down here. And you can see that everyone is shopping profusely all these diverse kind of food. It's really important. You can be a vegetarian, you can be a vegan even, or you can have just a normal diet and say, oh yeah, I have my all my fruits and veggies, the one I need, as the advertising says, 5 a day. But if you always have the 5 same, that's defeating the purpose. Right? That's not what your body and your biome, your guts need. They really need this diversity so that the microbes, the microorganism you get in your guts can regenerate and proliferate according to also to the seasons, right? So that's That's a few things you can say. Diversity is an important element. Then the other one that we can talk about is the fact that you will probably have on this market access to organic food, right? So, and of course, you will have to watch the signage and the labeling of products. Okay, but organic is important because it's all about making sure that you are going to have products which have been grown without pesticides or without chemical fertilizers, right? And that's not a given these days. But that's what eventually can affect a lot your body. So in terms of all the besides the nutrients you're absorbing, you're going to get all these poisons, toxins that are going to slowly percolate through your stomach, your guts, your liver, your kidneys, and get stored for a very, very long time in your tissues, circulate through your blood, your fluids, your lymph, and eventually end up even in your brain. Right? So we'll come back in Sustainics on this important question of how non-organic food has been turning us into living mummies, really plastic corpses, where even when we end up in, unfortunately in cemeteries, there are researches showing that, our bodies are not decomposing anymore. Because we are so much full of microparticles, nanoparticles, plastics and toxins. So I can only not stress enough the importance of organic food. And that's what you find also on the market, right? So have a short break because I'm going to another part of the market. See you in a minute. I've just reached another part of the market now, and I want to pick this opportunity to talk about the human or more social and collective impact of attending and buying from a local market. Right? I'm getting out of the way because there are a lot of people here around me, but I'm just next to a cheese stall, right? And I'm going to choose that as a background because I think it's quite interesting to see what's happening here as well. So, of course, attending a local market, it's also a very effective way to be part of the local economy and to boost it. Okay, because it's really what it's all about, right? The people selling on the market, they are local farmers, they are local producers, they are local craftsmen and women, right? And they have something quite unique to present to you as a tourist or as someone living there. Would that be the local cheese, as we get it here? Or, of course, this one looks more like an Italian cheese, but that's okay. That's okay. And every euro you put on the market is boosting the local economy. So you have to remember that, right? But it's also the fact that being local, it participates to a sustainable supply chain. Of course, as I said, I cannot insist enough on the fact that we're talking about short circuit. We're talking about the fact that the produce has not been traveling for days or sometimes even weeks through in containers, by truck, by plane, by boats. Oh, by the way, I have to stop here. This is the local specialty, tourton. Very nice. We can talk about tourton another time. It's a local delicacy. So yeah, this short circuit is so important in terms of carbon footprint and the overall impact we have on the planet. Okay, so there's this human element, and of course, The other thing is that going on the local market is going to be a unique opportunity to create and enjoy more social connections. Right? Because of course this is what happens. Right? People meet each other, right? Old friends, they talk, they give each other updates about the week, about life, about what has been going on. Buy purchasers, talk to sellers about what's going on in their farm, why the prices are so low or so high. There's really this, you're not shopping online here. You're not shopping in silence with your headphones on in a supermarket. No, you're interacting and engaging in real life conversations with real human beings. And that's food as well. Food for thoughts, food for your brain, food for your heart. It goes way beyond the produce you're putting in your bag or in your trolley. It's also what you're going to bring back home in terms of stories. You're going to tell about what the merchant has told you or what this person you didn't see for a week or for a month or sometimes for a year. As far as I'm concerned, I've not been here for 15 years, right? So I might stumble on an old mate from school, and we'll exchange a few stories, right? So this social connection is absolutely unique when you're on a local market. And finally, maybe also in a more selfish manner, one would argue that coming to a local market like that is going to help you being savvy and money savvy and shop and save some money to your wallet and your bank account, right? Because you would find produces, which of course, as they don't come from the distance, they're more affordable. Right? In this direct relationship you're going to have with the producer, is going to take the entire margin benefit, right? So if it costs, for instance, 50 cents to produce a kilo of tomatoes or cucumbers, and the merchant sells it for €1, right? Instead of €2 in a supermarket, well, half of the euro difference is going to go in their pocket, right? And but you have actually saved another euro, which is the difference you would have paid by going to a supermarket, where the supermarket, of course, they take their margin, but behind that there's a lot of hidden markups. So all the people who have been, the bulk dealers who have been collecting from the farmers and transported, everyone takes a cut along the way. And the product, even at scale, even if we are talking about economies of scale for supermarkets, this product might end up being more expensive at the supermarket, well presented, well packaged, of course, and very convenient for you because you can park your car, you can have your trolley, and you can put a lot of goods in there, straight to your fridge. But in the end, it would be more expensive rather than you going through the effort of taking your bag or your trolley, going to the market and going directly from this guy behind. Right? So, €2 cucumber at the supermarket, he would get only 20 cents out of that. You would have paid €2 anyways. Come here, you pay €1, and you will get half of that for you. Everyone is a winner. Okay, simple equation. All right. So that's what I wanted to say about the markets, and maybe let's wrap it up in terms of the main points I wanted to convey today. I'll change location to give you the 30-second takeaway. See you in a minute. What have we learned from this trip to the Gap local market this weekend? I want to wrap it up today with the 8 maybe points I want you to take away. Okay. So the first one would be the fact that on the local market, of course, you will find a fresh and diverse bounty. Local markets offer an unparalleled variety of fresh, seasonal products. You could say that from crisp apples to juicy tomatoes behind me, the market is a treasure trove of all flavors and nutrients. The second one is that you will find nutritional diversity on the market because you need to aim for 20 to 30 different fruits and vegetables weekly for your optimal gut health and your overall health, really. Your gut microbiome thrives on variety, yeah? So make your plate a rainbow with all the beautiful things you can see around me. Okay? Third lesson, organic goodness. Access to organic produce is often easier and more affordable at local markets, of course, rather than supermarkets. So supporting organic farming isn't just good for your health, it's a vote for sustainable agriculture as well. Lesson number 4, boosting local economy. Your support to local farmers and artisans helps maintain a vibrant community. Every purchase you're going to make at the market is an investment in your local economy and culture, of course. Point number 5, sustainable supply chain. It's a short producer to consumer chain that can reduce carbon footprints globally, right? By buying local, you're helping to cut food miles, so to speak, and support sustainable practices. Number 6, social connections. Markets provide a space for community interactions and leisurely shopping, as you can see behind me. Take your time to chat with the vendors and the fellow shoppers. It's not just about the produce, it's also about the people. And finally, lesson 7, smart shopping. With careful planning, markets can offer great value for money. Learn to shop seasonally, right? To make sure that you pay the right price for the right produce at the right time. And you'll find that quality and affordability can go hand in hand. I'll add maybe one more thing, right? Which is also important in my eyes, is that these markets tend to be also, trusted and occupied now by vendors who are bringing products just like supermarket from other European countries and so on. So ask yourself the question about where the produce comes, right? Because knowledge is power when it comes to conscious consumption, right? So if you want to buy bananas for your convenience, so be it, but make it consciously. Otherwise, try to consume seasonally, so to speak. I hope you enjoyed this little snapshot and this little tour of the Gap market. So this is Sustainics. Eat healthy, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you again soon.